Today is Monday, and usually Monday is going to be like where Kayla gets all of the shipments shipped off, and then she's already done that, and that's when I usually do a lot of the editing for the weekend videos. So there wasn't a whole bunch of editing. I edited 2 videos, one for this channel, one for the Bearded Thrift Machine channel, and we just didn't have a lot of yard sales this weekend because it was a holiday weekend. So we're gonna do today, yesterday, we hung out with her family. We're actually gonna ride to the beach, hang out with my family for a little bit, and then also check on the booth and our old house to see what's going on with that. We haven't seen it in a while. Getting to the beach is actually harder than we thought. We just are super busy. And also, my parents' vehicle's acting up a little bit through like a little code, a little check engine light. I'm telling you, these things right here, that check, what your check engine light is, are worth their weight. They're not that expensive. And for you just plug it in, the OBD1 Kenobi port or whatever it's called, and it'll just give you the code, and you just look it up online to see exactly what it is. Some check engine lights are super small, maybe like an evap thing. Maybe your gas cap wasn't on tight enough, or maybe that thing's leaking. Something super small, or it could be something super huge where, you know, who knows. But we're gonna go ahead and go scan the car real quick, figure out what's going on with that, hang out with them for a while, and then go over to the booth and then also to the old house. We had one sale on eBay. It was the PlayStation 4, I believe. Sold for $115 plus shipping on that. That ain't too shabby. But after packing all those orders yesterday, I'm kind of glad that we don't have a whole bunch to pack tonight. I'll pack that one and be absolutely happy about that. I do need to clean this up a little bit. It's annoying me how slightly dirty in here. Cub check. Still good. We're gonna go ahead, load up, throw Willow in the truck, and go check on some stuff. Just kidding, I was gonna jump in the truck, but Kayla said, wait, I got some stuff to show. So this is the stuff that we picked up on the Bearded Thrift Machine channel that you're putting in the booth. But we're gonna take them to my parents because my mom has all of our tags, right? And then we have a good thing worked out where she goes and actually stocks the booth for us, and we just give her some stuff. Check this out, you got a thing back there, you got a gargoyle, and a margarita maker. Are you putting the old Dragonfly in the booth? Really? You're not going to put him on whatnot?
No, because he's kind of big.
Also, real quick, bee check. I think we still have 5 bees. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, still 5 bees in that one and 0 bees in this one. So the one on the left is definitely outweighing the one on the right. And today is Monday, and I said that I was going to go ahead and hit the gym, and I did. I woke up at 6:30, actually I think 6:15, and hit the gym and was home by 7:45. That is the way to do it now. There's no possible way that my motivation level can work out. I used to be able to work out at 10 o'clock at night, whatever. I can't do it now. I've got to go to the gym, just get it over with, and then the rest of the day it's off my mind. Like I did the hardest thing that day. Is getting up and going to the gym, because this morning I would have loved to stay in bed until 8 or 9, but just can't do it. So I actually would like to get there at 6, because at 6:30, the gym we go to is actually connected to a hospital, and it's like, you know, a lot of nurses and doctors and stuff. So they work out, I think, when their shift's about ready to start. That they might work 7 to 7. So around 6:30, it gets not busy, but there's more people in there. So if I get there at 6, I'm pretty sure that I would have the whole place to myself. I'm almost 100% sure. Small gym, so even if there's like 5 people in there, it gets kind of crowded. But I went. That's all that matters. I stayed an hour. I did a good workout. We're still on track. I'm going to, again, 4 days a week. I ain't trying to be Mr. Olympia anymore. I'm just trying to stay healthy. Tonight when we get back, all this stuff is empty for whatnots, all the stuff we packed. All of this is empty too, and I'm gonna try to pick all this stuff out tonight and get it ready to go for next Saturday. We like to get at least a week ahead on these things. So another thing I actually mentioned in a video, but I never showed it. I said something to the effect of, I bought something that's been helping my back. It's really not my back that hurts. I always talk about my back hurting, but it's like my SI joint, which is in your pelvis area. Mine, it must be like cranked to the side or something, which then throws my spine off and it hurts pretty bad, but it only hurts on the right side of my pelvis, if that makes any sense. Just look up your SI joint. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. And I was like, I've gone to the chiropractor. The only thing I haven't done is got like an MRI to figure out what's really going on with it, which might actually help. I think it's a muscular thing, that I have tight muscles that's pulling that joint and it's hurting. So that was a lot talking about that joint. But this is what I bought. It's called a hip hook. And I'll tell you what, I've been using this thing for about a week, And now it doesn't like immediately get rid of the pain. This thing actually hurts pretty good when you're like, just look it up. It's called a hip hook, and how you use it. This thing has been working fairly well. I can feel when you use it, it actually, and this is like a ball that you put on your back that helps like some muscular stuff. And when you use it, it does loosen up that muscle in your hip, and it does feel pretty good. Almost immediately after like 2 minutes of using that joint doesn't hurt anymore. And then it just over time, yesterday I stood for probably close to 8 hours. And by the end of that, man, I was toast. My back was killing me. I used that, it went away. Then this morning it hurts pretty good. But today, after I moved it, went to the gym, it feels fine. So that's just pretty interesting. Look it up if you're having that pain. I think that thing's actually pretty cool. I'm not any type of medical advisor. I'm not telling you it's gonna fix everything, but it has been working pretty well for me, and I just wanna share it with you guys. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead, pack up. I keep saying we're gonna pack up, but we're going to pack up and head to the beach. Next day here in the eBay barn. Yesterday I said we were gonna go to the beach, hang out with my parents, and then also go to the booth and go to our house and show you all that. Well, one of 3 of those things happened, the rest did not. We did stop by our house, realized that Kayla and I didn't have a key, and you can't get in without a key. So we're like, it looks fine. The outside looks really, really good. We got new mulch down on the old house. Curb appeal looks really, really nice. So we're hoping that it starts to, it's showing a lot, so we're hoping that's going to sell. But we never went inside because we didn't have a key. And then we were going to go to the booth, but traffic was heavy, so we were running a little bit late. So we decided, hey, let's just hang out with the parents for a while. And so that's what we did. Didn't film anything. Then we came back here, got some work done. I did start getting some of this is the Whatnot show that's going to be for Saturday. And we're pulling out all of the guns here. This is the rest of the Millionaire locker, the rest of the Vintage locker, and the rest of some other stuff. So it's going to have a lot of really good stuff in there. So again, Whatnot on Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. We got some sales. Let's go ahead and start pulling them bad boys. You guys already know that we did sell the PlayStation for 115 bucks. So 115 for this. That's not too shabby. I think I already mentioned that in the video. And we had 2 other sales. And I did go to the gym today, 6 o'clock in the morning. So my streak still continues. Then we'll go check on the bee traps also. They're not doing that well. We didn't have that many bees. We just had a couple that were annoying us. So maybe we only had 5. The old boat to tote sold. Check it out. I think this sold for 30 bucks plus shipping. The boat to totes they usually sell for about $30. And if you get certain colors, they can go 500, 600 bucks, 300 bucks. This one right here had some damage to it. And what you want to look at when it comes to these is inside that says LL Bean boat to tote. You can date these by the script or the print on this label right here. I think this one was back probably in the 90s. And we got one more sale, which is gonna be a golfy club. It's a putter left-handed, it's over 35 bucks. Here she is, a nice little Ray Cook golf club left-hand. It has a good grip on it. And this was in the whole thing. I think I got the whole thing for like 50 or 60 bucks. So we're almost in the profit on that. So that ain't too shabby. I'm gonna go ahead, pack this stuff up, and we have a long day today. Hopefully we have a long day today because we're trying to buy a storage unit. All packed up and ready to be shipped out. And this box size, the 14 by 14 by 8, we've been using this a lot. It's not gonna be oversized or anything like that. This is perfect for gaming consoles because like a 12 by 12 by 12, they don't fit in there very good. And like the Xboxes, when we get them, that was another reason why I hate shipping them is the boxes. I had to find the right box for them. This is a perfect box for gaming consoles. It's a very heavy duty box from Uline. Perfect, we love it. That's a good size box. We've been using a lot of this also for combined shipping when it comes to Whatnot orders. So very good size box. Talk about boxes. We are running low. We got to go ahead and go downstairs to see what we got and see what we got to order. We've never ordered from Uline at this residence yet, so I don't know how they're actually going to do this. The 18-wheeler cannot get in the backyard, so they're going to have to drop it at the street, and then we're going to hustle the pallet or whatever back in here. That's why we're, also thinking about buying a tractor with pallet forks, just for that specific reason. When we get, pallet deliveries and everything, they can drop it on the street. We can go out there, pick it up, and then go ahead and bring it in because there's no possible way for them to get back here, and they don't come with like a They only have a pallet jack, and you're not getting a pallet jack running around on that gravel. So that's another reason for a tractor. Bee trap update. We still only have 5 in this one and 0 in that one. But we are going to get some spray and actually spray some of this wood and treat it with something. So hopefully they'll stop eating the wood. But what we're going to do until we have a couple auctions coming up today when it comes to storage units. So hopefully we need at least 1. I'm hoping to get 2, but they have been it's been getting rough in the storage unit world. We actually haven't had one probably in 2 or 3 weeks now. And so we really, really want to get another one. Hopefully it'll be a good one. But I think for the rest of the time until that, what I'm going to do is go look at some boxes. So we got a whole bunch of 9x7x5s that looks like. And then it looks like, hey, you're full. I'll get you here in a second. Stop beeping so loud. And then these are 12x12x12s. And we really like 10x10x10s when it comes to shipping for Whatnot. But we also use a lot of priority boxes when it comes to Whatnot too. So go ahead and get that done. So since Whatnot only uses priority mail when it's over a certain amount, and then they start using ground when it's over 5 pounds, go on to, if you do sell on there, a lot of times now, like when we're doing like eBay and stuff, we don't ever send priority. We always send ground. We use our own box. But because they use priority still, we can still use these boxes for free. Check this out. Pack of 25, we're going to get 100 of those, $0. We're going to get 100 of these, $0. We're going to get 50 of the big boys, $0. And these right here, these are expensive boxes. If you were to buy them off of like Uline or something like that, the same comparable box, these are like 40 cents a piece. These are like 80 cents a piece, and these are probably like 60 cents a piece. So this is a really good way to save some money. Now it's a little bit expensive to send priority if you are doing eBay, but since Whatnot only sends it priority when it's a certain poundage, this is the way to go. Mid-afternoon now, and what I've been doing is getting everything for the Whatnot show. It's looking pretty good. We have a ton of stuff. Everything here, I think there's 60 some items down there. And then everything is over here. And what I do, like I say, I just lay everything out to kind of get like where I want stuff. And then later on, I'll go back and make sure everything is nice and clean. And then we'll list them on there. We don't need much more. And then this will be completely done. We did pick this thing up. Very nice little Lazy Susan, like the resin with the abalone shells in there. And this is a larger Lazy Susan. A lot of them are actually 14 inches. This one's a 16 inch. Just listed this one online for, I think, 300 bucks. And then we do have the matching trivets, though, that we're going to sell separately on Whatnot. And the first storage unit that we tried to get got canceled. There's another one. There is a place up in North Carolina right now that has a ton that's going up. And we're only interested in one of them that looks pretty good. I'll show you a picture of it. This is the one we're interested in. I'm just seeing some boxes. That furniture actually looks pretty good. Some fishing gear. I need that little can right there. The gasoline can would be nice. And I want to know really what is in this. What is that? Is that some sort of just container? Is it got tools in it? I don't know what that thing is. And then back in here, there's only 2 pictures. Back in there, definitely looks like there's going to be a whole bunch of furniture. We don't mind actually selling that stuff on Facebook Marketplace. If it's good quality furniture, we can flip it fast. Or if we know somebody that needs the furniture, we'll just let you have it type of deal. So people who live close to us, we're always texting people, hey, you need this, you need this, you need this. And if we can't get a whole bunch of money for it or whatever, and if they do, they just come and pick it up and we'll, give it to them for free. Everybody is very interested to know what's up under this thing. And we're going to find out because me and Dad are we're going to redo this. Not this summer. It's going to happen next summer. There's definitely insulation because I can feel it, but the amount of animals that might be up there, we have no idea. So we're going to go ahead and actually do this. Me and my dad, just not this summer, probably working into the winter. We're going to tear this down and put a nice roof. But when we do, we will take you all along because this right here has had a ton of comments like, well, what's under the fabric? And I was like, it's insulation and I don't know what else is up there. So it could be hornet's nest. It could be bee's nest. That bee, I ain't never seen a bee that size in my entire life. That yellow jacket was like literally this big. So we don't know what's under there, but we're going to do our best to get that covered, squared away. I don't know how we're even going to do it. Luckily Dad knows how to do all that stuff and we'll figure that out. But So the next hour, what I'm gonna do is I'm pretty much done looking for whatnot items. We don't really have that much more whatnot items in the on deck. When you do whatnot, I always say that if you're running a lot of shows, you gotta have a lot of inventory. And we, as you can tell, are skimping on the inventory. We don't have hardly any inventory in here whatsoever. And this stuff right here, I have decided that I need to go ahead and send this stuff to the Slothabees or Slothbees or however you say it, and see if they want to actually auction these guys off. These plates didn't do that well, so I think they're going to end up in the booth. But everything else back here is not. This stuff came out of the Millionaire Locker that I'm going to also take pictures and send to them. And if they don't like it, or they don't think it's high quality enough, then I'm going to go ahead and sell it on Whatnot at a later date. But we are completely out of stuff that I'm going to sell on Whatnot for the Millionaire Locker, except for the ornaments. One ornament going in on Saturday for auction, but other than that, there's no more ornaments. But until we figure out if we actually got the auction or not, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get some of this stuff listed. There's not a whole bunch here. I'm gonna go ahead and list those, probably list the Doc Martens, and maybe list a couple of these on eBay. And then I did pick up these G.I. Joes. I'm not very good at G.I. Joes or anything like that to know if they're worth anything. So I'll have to figure these out. Might try to... Google Lens is not helping me out a lot because it's throwing me like a whole bunch of other things. So I don't know 100% how to tell if they're old. This guy is starting to lose his hair. He's starting to look like me. Hey, you're starting to look like me. Don't lose your hair. And then you got like this guy here. I picked them all up for $7, and I'm going to look them up to see exactly how much they go for. I might sell them on Whatnot. I might sell them on eBay. All depends on how much they're worth. One sale today, and it's going to be the leather-wrapped bull, just sold for $25. I'm going to go ahead and get him wrapped up because we have about 31 minutes left for the auction. Me and this guy are battling it out right now. Right now it's at $401. So I've switched storage units. This is the one we were going for is up to 801. It's a good storage unit, but there's a lot of just furniture in there. And Kayla and I were talking. I mean, there's definitely like a big dining room table, and there is some other stuff in here. Like this is big, and then all this back here is not boxes. So your only boxes are up here. We're looking for stuff in boxes, right? And you have the mattress. We're going to go ahead and let that one go. So far, I don't know what it's going to go up to. Probably, I'm thinking over 900. It's at 801 with 1 minute left. We're on 1 minute and 45 seconds. This is all soft close, though. So we switched up, and now we're going for this one down here. It's an outside unit. It's at 128. This is a big refrigerator. If it works, that's probably worth $100 right there. A lot more cool looking boxes, a whole bunch of old looking stuff. That lamp's neat looking, little blender. It's a 10 by 10, not very full, so it'll be easy getting the trailer. I think we're gonna try to get this one. So that fast, I've already changed my mind. So this one right here was just showing, had a whole bunch of like, refrigerators and stuff in it. This one, I kind of slipped through my eyes here for a second. And what it looks like, again, they only do 2 pictures. Yeah, there's a mattress, and we hate mattresses, but I didn't see this. That's a rainbow vacuum cleaner right there. All right, so that cost a whole bunch of money. That's probably worth $100 and some. Right here is an Invicta watch box. Now, Invicta's not super expensive, but if they bought it new, it probably was expensive. The Nike airbag. So you have like 1, 2, 3 things that are showing that this person probably had some disposable income. The mattress is looking, like a mattress. And maybe we get some good shoes in here. This is some sort of like DVD player. This looks like cornstarch. And then these boxes right here are actually nice. Those boxes are worth $10 a piece. So I've switched it up again. I'm going for this one. So we won unit 81 for only $211. Let's go pick it up. Right, got the trailer all hooked up. We are gonna take some of these bins right here. We usually don't take these, but it does seem like there's a whole bunch of loose items in this place. So it'd be easier just to throw them in the bins and throw them in there. And it's important to at least bring a couple trash bags and then also a broom and dustpan. But we're gonna go ahead, cut the video, head northbound and down, because it's about an hour away northbound to go pick up that cool looking unit. So we are done packing that up super fast. I'll tell you this, I think this was really good for $211. And we just met somebody that noticed. It's the first time ever that somebody's noticed when we're picking up a unit. Cameron, met ya. Hopefully you do well on yours. I think this one was knocked out of the park, but let's get home. And I think I might actually cut the grass when I get home. I didn't think we were gonna have enough time, but I'm already sweaty. I might as well get on the old cub. We are back home, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lawn. I think it's around 5 o'clock. And look, I got one cup holder. Check it out. Got the Zevia. This actually has stevia leaf in it instead of any type of circulose. And we try to drink these rather than like Coke Zeros or Diet Cokes. And so we got that. Got my little earplugs in. We're gonna go ahead and jump on the cub, cut the back lawn. We're only doing the back today. We're not gonna do the front because I don't have enough time, but we will get the back done. And then after that, I would like to probably still get some stuff done and put on eBay. And we only had that one sale so far during the day, which is the that wrapped bull. But it took us only an hour and 15 minutes to get to that place to load the storage unit, and then it only took 30 minutes to load it. And tomorrow morning we're gonna go ahead and go through that. So we're gonna jump on the old cub, get the grass cut. Check it out. I should have done it before and after. It only takes about 45 minutes. I know I got a lot of tracks because I was going back to the truck to get some stuff, but only 45 minutes to actually do this entire area. Those stumps back there, like I said, we have got to get those gone. They are super annoying to go around with the lawnmower, but tomorrow we're gonna go ahead and move that over there. And tomorrow we're gonna go through that locker. I think it's gonna be super good. Again, we don't go really through anything as we put it in the trailer. It only took us 30 minutes to do a 10 by 10 today to get it in the trailer, but we do see stuff that's out. And I did see like almost a brand new DeWalt nail gun that's battery powered, the brushless one. I don't know how much they go for, but I think it's gonna be for probably maybe $100 to $200 just for that. And there is a rainbow vacuum in there, the new one that like glows blue. That thing pre-owned goes for like $600, just the vacuum alone without any attachments. I didn't see any attachments, so there might not be, but that was the thing that was like, hey, they might have some money in here, because rainbow vacuums, especially that one, I don't think you're finding that at like a yard sale or, I mean, you might, but and then like a thrift store, you probably might not find that model, because I think that is like the brand new model, because I looked it up when I was bidding on it. So that's not too shabby. It's actually funny how that worked out, because y'all saw how I bid on this, and you know, like I was like, oh, I want to go after this one. Then it got up to 800 and some bucks. It actually ended at 801. And so I thought that was a pretty good deal for that one. The place we went was in the middle of nowhere. It was Pembroke, North Carolina. And there was nothing around it. It was kind of like this storage unit was smack dab in the middle of a whole bunch of farm fields, it seemed like. So I don't know where the people were to put the stuff in the storage unit, but they had, I think, 10 or 11 close this to keep the AC in there. We actually did get, on a second thought, because my brain works, we did get the electric bill for both of these, because they're all actually on one electric bill, obviously. And it was not as bad as we thought. Now, it's not hot yet, and this was for like April or March 20th to April 20th. And it wasn't as bad as we thought. We were thinking this was going to be super high. Our other house actually would get up very close to $200 to $215 for the electric bill during the summertime. And so it's going to be interesting to see what this property goes for, because you got to remember, this has a lot more AC units than the other place. So we were thinking, man, it's going to be really, really high. But we just saw wasn't super high. But they do have peak hours. I don't know if you have that where y'all live. We have this thing called peak hours in the summertime. They say it's the summer. Get on my pedestal here and start talking. They say it's for the summer, but it starts in April and ends in October. How is that even considered summer? And they do it right when it's the hottest. So if you run your AC, it's like, I forget how much more it is. It is a lot more for peak hours. I refuse to turn my AC down though. I was like, I'll just work a little bit harder so I can still be cool between the hours of 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. because temperatures rise up pretty fast in your house, you know? So I'm like, no, I'll just go ahead and work a little harder. The hot during those hours. I sweat. I'm a sweater. I can look at something and start sweating. I don't want to sweat in the house. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to talk about it. But now I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I think it took me like 10 minutes to actually figure out what I was talking about. I think that's how my mind works, is that I start getting one thing and then I'll start going down this little rabbit hole. How I actually bid on these auctions. Like I thought I wanted the one inside. It looked pretty good. But then I was like, okay, it's a whole bunch of furniture. Like I said, we don't have that much right now space. And we have the space, obviously, but we don't have the shed or the shipping container yet to buy a whole bunch of furniture and sit on it. The garage underneath is getting filled up very quickly with tools that I'm finding, and also the Cub Cadet and the trailer, and that's not even like close to what we want to put down there. So we can't buy a whole bunch of furniture. So what we like to look for is stuff that has minimal furniture and a whole bunch of boxes or stuff like that that we can go through on camera for the Bearded Thrift Machine. This one at $211 was super reasonably priced. Like I said, right off the rip, I know I'm gonna probably triple that or 4 times that. So I'm excited to go through. I do like this. I do like going through storage units and everything like that. I still like going thrifting and everything like that, but this right here, when you think that you got a good one, you don't even get your expectations up, because anything can happen in a storage unit. You might open up and you saw the best stuff and everything is completely junk. But that's for another day. We do appreciate everybody watches. I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.